what's up guys, Ren0 here. This is going to be the second part of the video that was cut off from the other one. Sorry about the noise and the change of light because it's raining hard right now. It's been raining for the past 2 to 3 days. Hope it doesn't mess up our trip for tomorrow because I've got a big trip coming early in the morning. Okay, now to give the backstory for those that are catching up. When we did that last video that you guys all saw, remember my device had died, so I was on a crappy freaking secondary, which I cannot stand. It was our fault. We forgot to bring the chargers. We forgot to bring the extra batteries. We didn't bring our other, we got two primary recording devices, and we only brought one with no charger, and all bad. It's all bad. I'm really embarrassed. I really, you know, I mean, it sounds funny to you guys, but I really am embarrassed because the video and the pictures and the next tape is just, it's crap. But nevertheless, I'll show you as I told you I would. So I'm going to do a review on these beaches. And so we're going to start off with, first off, the beaches are the one that we went to. It looks like there's multiple beaches, but actually there is multiple beaches, but they're underneath one name. It's called Ocean Pearl Beach. That's what it's called. Now, it took 45 minutes to get there on a trike because in Mactan, usually in Mactan and was it Lapu-Lapu, there's areas where taxis and jeepneys do not go. You got to keep that in mind. There are places where they stop and they'll just drop you off. Like you're getting, like when you're getting closer toward the water, you ain't gonna get you can't get jeepneys and whatnot out there. You just won't go. Even though they got, like, you know, perfectly good roads, relatively, they won't go out there. It's something about, I don't know, it's like an ordinance or something. I remember one of them was trying to explain it to me, but I hear different stories on why they won't do it, but taxis will not go. Like, you got some really good clubs out there, and you'll be footing it most of the time, or jumping on a trike. Oh, it started to die down. Okay, so we had to take a trike, and we get there. They drop you off, and now you're walking like almost like a city block and a half through on a dirt road. Okay, not only that, let's say that it's a dry road, you're getting pelted by rocks and whatnot as jeepneys and stuff are going by, and it's a terrible road. It's potholed like beyond belief. It's not even kept up well. This is getting to the beach, mind you, so you're in your flip-flops and stuff. Well, it's been raining, as you heard here. It's been raining really hard, so when we got there, it was a muddy road, just terrible, and you don't want to step in this kind of mud. You can get a foot infection and whatnot if you got a cut or what. You don't know what's in that water, especially out here how they cut fish up and stuff, and their sewage just goes, it just runs. So you really got to keep that in mind. Safety first. So you want to stay away from the water as much as you can in puddles. Try to keep your feet dry. I know it's hard in flip-flops and stuff, and you want to be in flip-flops out here, but wash your feet when you get back. You know, always make sure that you shower up and clean yourself really well, because you will gather an infection. It just happens. I was fortunate enough not to have anything yet, but crossing fingers, knock on wood. I don't got wood here. But now the beach is called Ocean Pearl, and there's multiple little areas. So first off, you go and buy your little table, and then you got your little sorry stores in each section. A thing I didn't like about it is, let's say that you go to a sorry store, you're in your section, right? You bought a table there, you're at your beach location. You go to the sorry store and you go on to buy some snacks or whatnot, and then so you go and you find out that the prices are high. So you just walk over, not even, you know, not that many steps, about maybe 50 steps over to the next beach area, and you find another sorry store, and you ask them, hey, you know, how much for this? And you find out it's a few pesos cheaper. So you go, boom, I want to buy here. As you have to show a receipt that you have a table at that one, because they will not sell to you, and vice versa. I found that was ridiculous, stupid, really. So, you know, you don't make any money because you guys are really territorial, and, you know, you have to buy my table for me to serve you or to buy our stuff. I found that ridiculous. Second, getting to the water, you had this green film that was over this. You have to walk down these concrete, or stone, concrete stone, you know, like steps to get down, covered in green moss. You're in your flip-flops because, of course, you don't know what's in the water. You're slipping and falling. I found that as another negative. I mean, it was just to get to the beach, it was terrible. And then when you get in the water was filthy. Of course, you're in Mactan. Mactan, you know, you got all your industrial and in the whole 9 yards. The water didn't, you know, smell. I mean, it smells like ocean, but you had all kinds of stuff floating out of the water, paper bags, cups. I mean, it just was an environment where it's not a tropical environment. Let's put it that way. It's not what you would imagine from an island scenery. Okay, it was already a turnoff, and I didn't like how the water felt on me. My skin was starting to get itchy. I didn't like that. So we decided to forget that. So we left. We got up. We walked down to get everything's in walking distance because there's a bunch of little micro ghetto. I would call it, you know, mind the term, but it is ghetto. What do you call it? Resorts. So we walk across and we jump on a boat, and we only went to one island. It's called Olangu. Olango. Yeah, sorry. I got to get my mouth to work on. Olango. Yeah. So we go to Olango Island. Of course, we only went to one place. You're only on the boat for about 30 minutes. So 15 minutes to get over there to this island. It's right across from Mactan Island, you know, which you're on. You just go right across and boom, there it is. It's only 15 minutes, if that. And you get off. It's a small island. It's supposed to be like a retreat for I guess, is that what you call it? An animal reserve? Animal reserve. Yeah, animal reserve. You know, you protect the animals and whatnot that are there. But they do have a little resort and stuff, and apparently it's really nice. I've seen a bunch of pictures, but on this one we don't get off. You just kind of, for 1,000 pesos for 9 people, it's pretty good. You go across, and you just go and swim. You jump around, you know, swim, and you're there for about 30 minutes. Then you get back on, and they take you back. And so when we got back, I decided, well, we all decided collectively, let's go to another beach. Went to another beach again, walking distance, no jeepney or anything that's required. You walk to the next little micro ghetto resort. It looked like, by first look, like a squatter's area. It was unkept, not clean, garbage on the floor. I mean, you just didn't want to take your flip-flops off. You get to the tables, and you have to pay pesos, of course, for their tables, and their tables were unkept. They were made of bamboo, but they were falling apart. It was uncomfortable to sit on. They were leaning. They weren't even all like even, or I mean, they were leaning. If you put something down, it would roll off, or you know, if your cup or your soda or whatever you were having was about to fall. I didn't like that. Once you got into the water, again, the water was in low tide, and there was this weird seaweed that was in there that would really was uncomfortable to your skin. It was like sea cactus. Of course, you know, I'm exaggerating. Cactus, of course, will stab the hell out of you and make you bleed, but this didn't. But it was just a hard consistency. It wasn't any cactus, any kind of seaweed I ever felt. I didn't like it. Just the water itself. I mean, it was, again, dirty, polluted. You know, you're in Mactan. Then they had the boats that were anchored out there, like private boats. So you had to watch out for the anchors that were all out there, which I stubbed my toe on. You had to watch out for the sea urchins that were down there. You had to watch out for the tie ropes that were going from the boats to keep them from drifting off. You were getting tangled in them. You would trip over them. It was just, all in all, it was a terrible experience. My review on Ocean Pearl, for all you that come out here, you guys hear the words Ocean Pearl, don't. The only way that I would say, the only good thing about the Ocean Pearl, if you go out there, because somebody's saying, hey, let's go, let's do it, you know, da-da-da-da, don't go for the beach out there. Go for the island hopping. There's a beach there. You'll see when you get out there, when you get past that muddy road and the dirt roads and whatnot, they have a bunch of boats out there that'll take you out. Negotiate a deal with these captains, and they were willing to take 9 of us to 3 different islands for 1,500 pesos. That's pretty damn good, because the last island trip that I took for 6 people was 2,500. So 1,500, and it was still negotiable, because these are private little boats, and they'll take you out there for the whole day. That's a hell of a deal. So That's the only, if you go out the ocean, if you, Ocean Pearl, you know, beach, when you go out there, that's about the only thing. Don't spend any money out there. Don't buy one of their tables. Get in the water. It'll speak for yourself. That's my review on that. Now, Jixie will be home in about 2 hours, and we're going to get all our video equipment, all our best stuff, and we're going to load it up, and tomorrow we take out bright and early, 2 hours drive going north of Cebu, which I've never been that far out. The furthest I've ever been was Compostela, and that's about 15 minutes drive on the main road going up north. So this is the furthest I've ever been, and I've never been out here. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a hell of a treat. But I'm bringing all my best equipment, and hopefully we get some awesome video footage for you guys. I apologize for this video. I apologize for the video footage. I know this is what you guys are not used to. Me just like forcing and putting this video together. But I thought I did get a subscriber that asked for a review of this beach because he was saying that he was going to move to Cebu. Stay away from Ocean Pearl. Stay away. Please stay away. You won't enjoy. There's other beaches, and I could recommend a whole lot of other ones than that one. Stay away from them. Basically, from all the Mactan beaches that I've been to so far, I'm not impressed. So I would stay toward north of Cebu. I would look there, or deep south of Cebu. Awesome beaches, and again, I'm going to be hitting those beaches and giving you guys a proper review, or of course of my opinion, but our review of Sentai 7. Other than that, guys, please look forward to our next video. I promise you guys, we won't screw up. This is Ren Zero.